We are down to the final match of the league stage of the DP World ILT20 Season 4, match number 30. And one playoff spot is available. The former champions, the Gulf Giants, against the Abu Dhabi Knight Riders, James Vince and Jason Holder, battling to find out which one, winner take all, will get to the playoffs, because the Desert Vipers, My Emirates and Dubai Capitals have already qualified in that order, so that final playoff spot is available for one of these two teams. Desert Vipers and My Emirates will play in qualifier 1. Dubai Capitals await the winner of tonight's match for the eliminator, and then we move on to that qualifier 2. And the final, the winner of qualifier 1 will go straight to that final. The coin fell in favor of James Vince, and he had no hesitation in electing to bowl first. Chasing was to their benefit earlier in the tournament, and they'll be hoping that their fortunes can turn around after a 5-match losing streak. Of course, the Abu Dhabi Knight Riders with Piyush Chawla and Pepper back in, who didn't play in the last game, but Phil Salt and Alex Hales will have to try to give them a better start. For the Gulf Giants, Ali Kellaway, Ayan Khan, Zohaib didn't play in the last game, but so much of what they do, they will need to bowl better in particular.
Everyone up on the offside. Kalma's leading off for the Gulf Giants.
On target straight away, Kalma's. Runs that looked to have been the in-swinger, but it's squeezed to deep third.
They're definitely the in-swinger. Mark Adair turning that ball around.
No deep point out there. And another boundary, use of the feet. 14 without loss.
No spinners so far. Fast delivery, there's a fielder there. This will go all the way. First boundary for Salt.
That's a skyer. Got sufficient bat on it. And it goes for 6, so really good stroke from Pepper. Gone after it once more. He's made good contact. And that's a second 6. Make that the third of the over. 20 runs coming from it, the most expensive over so far. Flicked. In the gap, and it's gone. Another 6, so the 50 partnership comes up, and that's the 4th 6 now of the innings. This comes out, executed brilliantly. Boundary through the onside, and now to the offside. That's too short. Pummeled away. Nice execution from Salt.
Into the gap. That's a big side of the ground. Pepper continues to march on to 48. Even better. That is a glorious way to get to a half-century. 15th in T20s to go with a couple of hundreds. An outstanding innings.
Michael Pepper, he is on fire.
Not for the first time we've seen him play that. Andy Flower, you called it again.
That's in the gap. Will trickle into the boundary just now. 115 without loss. This now becomes the highest opening partnership this season.
What a shot, what a shot. And this went all the way. That was his 4th 6. He's on 77 now, Pepper.
This is a skyer. This should be the first wicket for the Giants, and it is. Mark Adair taking a relatively simple catch, and finally the opening partnership is broken.
Beautiful delivery, bit of turn, he went towards mid-wicket, got the top edge, mid-on was up in the circle. An easy catch by Mark Adair, and first wicket goes for Knight Riders, and he played beautifully. Pepper departs for 83. Now Knight Riders at 131 for 1.
An astounding way to bring up a half-century for Phil Salt, his second in DP World ILT20, his first this season, and in a must-win contest, he's given the coaching staff something to be happy about.
That will go for 4. That is beautifully played. Although there was a fielder there, played a little wide of him. Big gap there. 10 of the over, 161 for 1.
That is hammered, and that has gone a long way, because that is not a small boundary.
I was very surprised when the ball was given to Mazai.
Back-to-back sixes from Phil Salt. He's managed the pace of his innings up until this over.
This might be a make or break of this game.
Just one off the last ball, but an over that has travelled for 18. And who would have thought after the second over, when the slow ball gripped in the surface, that the Knight Riders would finish on 179, only for 1 wicket down in a must-win game for these teams to qualify for the playoffs.
It was excellent. The two openers putting up 131 with the first wicket, and Livingston came in and finished the game at 179. Good partnership of 48 of 30.
Solitary over for Kyle Mayers, Iron, with the only wicket that fell in the Abu Dhabi Knight Riders innings. Or Mazai, very expensive overs for 52. Giants will need their 3rd highest successful run chase ever if they are to qualify for the playoffs. 180 required.
They're going to need that desperately. Here we go.
Good fielding effort. Great energy in the field. Alishan Sharafu. Real skyer. Gurbaz with the powerful stroke, and Phil Salt completes the catch. 350 wickets now for Jason Holder in T20 cricket, and success in the first over for the Knight Riders.
He thumps the ball down on the seam. Gurbaz looking for the front foot pull shot over the leg side, and Salt does a brilliant job. How calm was that? He backpedaled all the way for that catch. Those aren't easy. Means the end of Gurbaz for a duck. Gulf Giants haven't had a good start. 4 for 1.
Nice tug from James Vince. Will get 4, so gets a move on. Nicely timed shot, and try to overhit it. That's a top shot. It was in the slot. Didn't try to go too wide, went straighter this time. Back-to-back fours for Vince. Here's another chance. Who wants it? Here's Chawla. And he completes the catch. There was a little hesitation. And Holder gets his man. Double strike for the West Indian. Gone to 97 wickets now in 2025 in T20 cricket.
Holder with his second, again outswing, and it's the outswing that's done Vince. It was angled in at him initially, and then it swung out, and Piyush Chawla, he did a great job getting under that. That was not an easy catch. That ball would have been spinning, would have been coming out of that dark sky. James Vince gone for 19.
Might be another catch. It should be. Wonderful change of pace, and the change of ends has worked, and the golf giant slipping into further trouble.
That'll be his 15th wicket in this 4th season of DP World ILT20. Slow ball, back of the hand, misread it, played it cross, got the edge, and easy catch. Knight Riders are slaying this game so far. Everything is in their control. We are into 5th over. They lost their 3rd wicket, first one to a J. He was conceded just 13 runs. Ben Callaway departs for 5, 30-29 for 3 now.
That's a nice strike from Moeen Ali. Wonder if they picked it up in the crowd. 8 overs gone, 47 for 3.
Was again straight and flat, and that's 4. Moeen powers it. And again, even better from Moeen Ali. Will he bring something special to the party?
The bowler this time gone toward mid-wicket all the way. He's hot now. Keeps searching for wickets, and he's got it. What a delivery. First delivery, extra bounce, extra kick, and got the edge. Beautifully taken behind stumps.
But his first delivery was a cross-seamer. Extra bounce, just hitting high on the bat. Omar Zai will answer that question. Smart catch by Salt behind the stump, so another blow for the Giants. Omar Zai back after scoring 8 at 62 for 4 now.
And since then, it's been hard for Moeen. Not on that occasion. That is a fantastic hit. By no means that was a half volley.
Oh, my goodness. Even better. See ball, hit ball approach from Moeen Ali. And he's doing brilliantly. 50. Only the second 50 in DP World ILT20 for Moeen Ali. And it's come at an opportune time. He'll want more. 86 for 4.
Goes again, it's a big side of the ground there, and he clears that. That's a magnificent strike again from Moeen Ali. Eyes on Phil Salt, who wants a review, and they go for the review.
Roll this through, roll it through, roll it through, roll it through. Okay, just roll it there. It comes straight off the glove and upwards. Just going to go through the catches taken. I have to go back to Rod. Rod, have to get you change the decision to out. Let you know when you're on screen. Signal now.
Mayer's gone for 6, 107 for 5.
Outstanding, absolutely outstanding, and that is the benefit of the attacking nature of the captaincy, keeping the slip in there of a new man. Narayan at his best.
There's the carom. It gripped on this surface, it caught the leading edge, and Russell, not in a familiar position at slip, took a ripper. Jason Holder emulating Pollard with the pressure that he created around the new batsman, and the pressure told. Dixon gone for a duck, 107 for 6.
That's swatted and gone for 6. So an ideal start for the Giants after the strategic timeout.
To be itching, not on that occasion. That's a length delivery and it's been dispatched over Ajay Kumar's head.
Skyer. Miscued from Moeen. Is this the moment that the Knight Riders will seal the deal? They do. McMullen, the fielder, making no mistake with this opportunity. And they now see the back of Moeen Ali.
Ali had the length, but just went a little across. Ball slicing off the middle of the bat, went way in the air, and beautifully taken in the deep. This was a pressure catch, and that is a big wicket. Russell came in, picked up a wicket, a big wicket. Moeen Ali, a wonderful inning of 79. Done now on 32 for 7.
And another. Back-to-back wickets. He's on a hat-trick. It's all imploding now for the Giants.
Knight Riders are hard to stop now. Again looking for Yorker. To slice it to third man. Piyush Chawla was in the way. Comfortable catch. And Andrew Russell on hat-trick. Who thought that? Ayan Afzal Khan gone without scoring. 132 for 8 now.
Lusty blow. Great response from Mark Adair. He's still believing. Might be a little too late, but that's a powerful stroke.
2 wickets in his first. 3 wickets now. Beautiful delivery. Nice and full. Straight at stumps. And Ali Khan departs.
He's done it quite well on this occasion. Nothing away from the pedigree, the batting pedigree of Ali Khan. There is another wicket for the Knight Riders as they inch closer to a playoff spot. Another one down, another one goes back. Ali Khan for 5, 142 for 9. That's a dot delivery. And a win for the Abu Dhabi Knight Riders. Only for the second time in the history of the DP World ILT20, they've qualified now for the playoff. And we have confirmation now of the 4 teams that will be in the playoffs. Of course, bottom left of screen. That eliminator now confirmed. Dubai Capitals will take on the Abu Dhabi Knight Riders on the 1st of Jan. And the winner of that game will play the loser of qualifier 1, top left. So plenty of action in this final match of the group stage. Of course, the Knight Riders batting first, got to 179 for 1. That's a massive score, beyond par of what we've seen in Dubai this season. And the Giants, they were always up against it. Ended on 147 for 9. The Knight Riders winning by 32 runs. So the points table, the leaderboard confirmed at the end of the group stage. Vipers at the top, Myanmar second, Capitals third, And now the Night Riders skate in for that fourth position and with a Q next to their name.
Along the turf.